Hello guys and welcome to Maintain Glory here with Liverpool. What a game, or what an episode I should say we've got in store here. We are travelling to Paris for the first, well, get my words up, for the second leg I should say. And we are kind of trailing because obviously it was a 1-1 result in the first leg, so that away goal advantage to PSG. Going into this one we need to get something in the Parc de France. We need to do definitely something out there. Like, we've also got a semi-final game in the FA Cup at Wembley against Wolves, and as you can see in the league table over here, yeah, Wolves are playing pretty well this season, so that is going to be a tough one as well. But to kick things off, yes, like I say, it is a trip across the channel to face PSG. Unfortunately for us, Mbappe will not be available. He obviously, as you know, picked up an injury in that first leg, so he will not be available to travel and see, like where he used to play. But yeah, unfortunately, that is just one of those things. We need to perform a lot better than what we did in that first leg, though, and let's see what we can do. So here are the two lineups going into this one. We've got Alisson in goal. We've got our back four that we'd like to have, which is Trent, Gomez, Felipe, and Robertson. Robertson's still not fully match fit, but I'd like him to obviously be there. So in goes Jordan Henderson. Want like a bit of experience in this side going into this one. He is captain in it alongside Bentancur in the midfield. Naby Keita is going to sit in that cam. Lautaro Martinez is going to lead the line. Hopefully he plays a little bit better than he did in that first leg. Asensio out on this left hand side with Anthony out on the right, replacing obviously Kylian Mbappe. As for PSG, a few changes that they've made as well, but yeah, looking good. Neymar's in there, got Kovacic. Cancelo going to play just a little bit further forward. Marquinhos there playing in the right back position. Osimhen and Salah lead the line for them. On the bench they got Dembele, Koulibaly not starting, Isco, Fekir, so it's Milinkovic that is alongside Van Dijk at the back there. So right, let's see what we can do in Paris. So it's PSG to get things off and running here, and yeah, we need to score. That's like pretty much it. But it's Neymar that's actually on the ball. He's laid this one in. Osimhen's in. It's a good block, and then another shot coming in. But it's Alisson that's managed to get himself behind that, and that could have been the worst possible stuff. Well, it wouldn't have been. We still need to score either way, but we need to get on the score sheet. Throwing on the far side for PSG is it's Mendy who throws it down the line, finds Osimhen trying to get tackled there, but we still managed to get it. It's played it in. Chance here for Cancelo, but luckily it was a weak shot. We have a throw in this bottom corner here with Andy Robertson's already picked up a yellow card, which is not good. Played it into the box. We've not found anyone. It has come to Anthony. Lays it off. Bentancur goes for this. We have got the away goal. Bentancur with a great strike, 20 yards out or so. I would say from where he's hit that, great strike into that bottom corner, and yeah, headed it out initially, laid off here by Anthony, and he sets himself, and that's a great strike there. And yeah, we have got that sort of the counter to their away goal, so that is good. Throwing now over onto the far side as Trent throws this one to the goal scorer Bentancur. Can now Trent lay it off? He finds Anthony. Anthony looking for options. Maybe going to go himself. Not the best option. Yeah, really got behind that one. So here is PSG. Mendy into Neymar. Neymar lays this one all the way back here to Van Dijk. Van Dijk now looking for options. He's also on a yellow card, so maybe we could I don't know, challenge that yellow card. So Cancelo puts this one in. Osimhen nearly getting them the equaliser there, but thrown out here to Anthony. He's now surging forward through the middle. It's Anthony, but tackle, but it's come to Asensio. Asensio's gone for the... What a hit! What a hit from Marco Asensio. Wow, what a strike that is. I thought, what? That was no way is that going in, but it just glides superbly into the top corner there. What a strike here from the Spaniard. What a hit this is. This is just, the outstretched arm of the keeper. You can just tell that the keeper was he realised he'd come too far off his line. What a hit that is. And that is a second away goal, which is like now giving us a bit of a cushion as Henderson now just lays this one off. Bentancur now plays this one out, but can only find Neymar's head. Anthony lays it here to Bentancur and back into Anthony. Trent now, can he get it into the box? Possibly. That's a bit far. Asensio there will keep it in play. Back here to Andy Robertson. Lays it off to Henderson. And, oh, well, this is just a game of like hit from as far out as possible, isn't it? Henderson's now on like, you know, getting in on the act with our third hit, and this is just basically just showing what it's like. You know, you should always maybe just have a go. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing, but yeah, this one, yeah, the keeper's at fault. That's gone through his hands, hasn't it? Like, you know what I mean? He's got to have done better there. And what a first half this has turned out to be. And there we go. I mean, fair play. I mean, PSG, like, you know, they've had exactly the same amount of shots as what we have. We have just had the quality from outside of the box with 3 great strikes. Asensio, though, has to take the #1 spot there. That was just a hell of a hit from him. It was just the way that it just had enough just to beat the outstretched arm and just nestled into that top corner. It was a great hit from him, like, you know what I mean? And we are like, well, we are totally playing much better than what we did in that first leg. We knew we had to. We've come out of the blocks. We're playing much better, and PSG need a miracle now. So some changes have been made by PSG. Ousmane Dembele has come on for Neymar. Isco has also come on. I wasn't actually totally sure who he actually came on for, but they have made a couple of changes. I think they've made it a little bit too late, to be honest. But here is Dembele on the ball, and we need to be obviously wary of him. Great challenge, though, there from Trent. I've just realised it's in the middle, but oh, they've hit the post. Wow, okay, they needed that one to go in to give themselves any options of getting through, because they need 4 goals for them to get themselves through in this tie, and they're leaving it very late, as you can see, with time like running out as João Cancelo. But Andy Robertson needs to be careful, and Cancelo's there, and they have pulled one back here. Mo Salah, ex-Liverpool man, doesn't celebrate. Whether that's just because they are, like, you know, down, I don't know, whether it's because obviously he's up against his former players. Andy Robertson, he had the ball there. I don't know what he was doing, but he should have just got rid of it. He was just dilly-dallying on the ball, like, you know, and Mo Salah's able to get PSG back into the tie. So it is PSG with this throw-in down the line. As you can see, just up in the top left there, Mo Salah's now picked up an injury. They've picked up quite a few injuries in this particular game for PSG. I don't know if they just maybe played players that weren't fully fit, and that's why they're picking up these knocks. But there's a chance there for, again, Cancelo, who's, to be fair, probably been PSG's best player, or the player that's caused us no end of problems, like, you know what I mean, especially when we've seen the highlights. But it is Jordan Henderson on the ball now. He plays it off to Asensio. Asensio now looks to get this one across here to Anthony. Anthony now brings the ball down well and has finished well. Oh, that's it. We are now definitely through to the semi-finals. I wasn't sure what he was trying to do there, but yeah, I think the keeper wasn't aware that he'd managed to, like, you know, get the ball through here. But did he play it through the keeper into the defender's legs? No, I don't know what happened there. It was a bit weird, a bit of a computer glitch there or something, but he's managed to get it through. I think it was Mendy, and yeah, nestles that one away, makes it 4-1. And I just looked at the end there, and Mo Salah was playing as a centre-back alongside Van Dijk. Okay, that was really bizarre, but yeah, as you can see, they've dropped. Is it because he was injured and they made all those subs, maybe? Why is Cancelo only like on a 9? I thought he was their best player. Obviously, what do I know? Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, he's got a 5.9. But as you can see, fitness levels of the PSG players weren't particularly good, or was it just I was like, made our players press, and we played the Gengham press, and I really wanted to press them, so maybe we just able to just tire them out, like, and it worked. As you can see, they had more shots on target than what we did, and also more shots overall, but it was just those 3 superb strikes in that first half that has got us through. And yeah, we are there. We're in the semi-finals, guys. We've made it. So as you can see, Manchester United do not do what we are able to do. Real Madrid have beaten them convincingly 5-0 overall. So Manchester United, one of the other English teams that are in it, are out. And I think it is Real Madrid that I think that's who we will face if memory serves in the semi-finals. So we're going to be up against Real Madrid in the semi-finals. But hopefully this confidence of this result is going to do us well against Wolves, obviously at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final. That is what is coming up, guys. So then here are the two lineups. Wolves going with a 4-4-2 formation. As you can see, they've got some players that you would definitely recognise, not necessarily in Wolves shirts, but like the likes of Ross Barkley, Danny James in there, Julian Draxler also in there, Connor Cody, ex-Liverpool, is going to be captain in the side. Areola is in goal for them, so they've got some decent players that are going to cause us, like, maybe some issues. We are going with obviously Nick Pope in goal. He's our domestic goalkeeper, so he's in goal. A few changes, obviously, because we just been playing PSG only 3 days ago. So Reece James, Joe Gomez, Lowen, and Ajax Tejas are the back four. Henderson is going to captain the side alongside Fabinho, a bit of experience in that midfield. Almada is in the cam. Going to go with the young Frenchman up top, Goddard. We've got obviously Bobby on the bench that we could always bring on if we need to. And then Asensio and Anthony are our two wingers. So we've got a strong bench, that can obviously come on and change the game, but hopefully the 11 that we put out here can get the job done. Let's see how Wembley is in the rain. So early on, as Almada puts this one into the box, we've actually hit the bar. Wasn't entirely quick. It was coming like really quick. I wasn't entirely sure who actually hit there, but there's a breakaway here. Else now is like there, but Fabinho's managed to get back and intercept that one. So it was a quick start there from us. But as you can see, the rain coming down may be causing a few issues. We've got maybe a chance here as Ajax Tejas puts this one in from the corner, and there is a chance, and yes, it is Edward Lowen with his first goal of the season. I was just checking to see if it was offside, but no, he sneaked in at the far post here. As it comes in here, they're headed back from Joe Gomez, and Lowen's there, and yeah, they've just not picked him up at all. The two centre-backs working well together to create that goal. So there wasn't any other highlights regarding the first half. The only downside is that Reece James has just twisted his ankle just before coming into the break. So I'm going to make a change here at half time. But yeah, we're in control-ish. We've had more of the shots, but unfortunately only 3 of them have been on target. But we are leading here at the halfway stage. But yeah, Reece James is now going to come off. So it is a straight swap. I mean, Trent's going to come on for him, but here we go with a free kick to Wolves as they work it from their sort of back corner here. Like as Martinez now pushes one forward, but it's not the best ball as Almada's intercepted that one. Goes for this, ooh, maybe catching Areola out, but no. It goes wide. Danny James now puts this one into the box. Here's we've managed to get something on it. It's coming to Else here as he's like under pressure from a couple of Liverpool players. Ross Barkley now like lays someone back. James has now got into the box. Here's a great chance, and he's managed to somehow trickle that one into the bottom corner. I don't know if it's took maybe a bit of a deflection that's caused Nick Pope some issues there, but they have got an equaliser here. It wasn't the most hard hitting of shots here, and I don't know whether it was just that it's clipped maybe a defender's ankles here. No, it was just from this angle. No, he's just literally just rolled that in. Nick Pope has to take responsibility for that one. It was a poor effort at trying to save it. So it was a risk to start with the young Frenchman up top. He hasn't really got into the game at all, so he's going to make way here. Bobby Firmino is going to come on for him. The other players that aren't playing particularly well is Anthony and maybe Jordan Henderson, but I'm actually going to give Harvey Elliott, why not? I'll give him a run out instead of Anthony and see if we can maybe stop this from going to possible penalties, because it just seems that the game just likes penalties, doesn't it? So we need to try and do something here. Literally, as soon as I've pressed to go back into the game, it's took us back out because Asensio has now picked up an injury. So that's not good timing, is it? Who am I going to bring on? We'll have to play maybe Almada out there. Yeah, we'll play Almada. We'll have to flip out to the wing and then bring Naby Keita on. In fact, hold on. Wait a minute. Why did Bobby Firmino's... So Bobby Firmino's substitution didn't happen. Okay. all right then. So maybe we actually bring him on and play him as the cam. Do that. I don't know why that didn't happen. I definitely like clicked across it because the Elliot one's happened, but okay, I don't know. Weird. So no, it doesn't want to give us any more highlights. It's took us straight into extra time. It's obviously the game is wanting this one to go to penalties. It just, I don't know why. They need to maybe address this in Football Manager 21 or whatever. Just the fact that it tries to like hype things up by taking it to penalties, and it's just, yeah, it's a bit frustrating. But there we go. We're in an extra time. Can we maybe like sort it out in this like these 30 minutes? So I'm now going to make that change that I was going to make before, because now I can do, because we've got like the extra substitution we can make. So Anthony Goddard is now going to move off. Bobby's going to move further forward, and Naby Keita will come on to replace him. Well, nothing's happened in the first half of extra time. Not a single highlight. It is taking us to penalties. It's definitely, that's where it wants us to go. Well, we've got a final highlight, and it's actually Wolves, and maybe it's going to like just get Wolves to win this, like, you know what I mean, in the final like the dying minutes of this game. Maybe that's what it's going to do, rather than it actually go into penalties. It's Connor Cody into James, and James has gone for this, and somehow that has stopped out. It hit the post. Pope's like jumped on it, and this will go now to penalties as soon as Pope kicks this or throws this down the field. And yeah, there it is. Like, you know what I mean, it was aiming this way. It just didn't want us to win in the normal time at all, even though we were much the better side. But we've got Nick Pope in goal, unfortunately, for penalties, and I can see us like going out for this one, because last time, if you remember, it was Allison that ended up saving 3. Nick's not that good at saving penalties, so we just got to hope that they miss. So it's Raul Jimenez to step up here for Wolves. What can Nick do? He can save it. Well, there we go. Maybe I should give him a little bit more credit. But yeah, Almada now. Thiago Almada steps up for us. Fingers crossed that we can gain a little bit of an advantage here. No, we can't, because that one's saved also. Okay, Nigren now stepping up for Wolves. And this one, I'm sure, will hit the back of the net. And yes, it does. And convincing strike there from him. Fabinho now needs to score, and does. He was a little bit close to the keeper that I wouldn't have liked, but yeah, Diego Jota now stepping up. Can Nick be a hero again? No, he can't. So yeah, just rooted to the spot. Good penalty there. Alex Tejas now stepping up for us. And straight down the middle, yeah, good penalty there, giving the keeper the eyes. Daniel James now, what can he do from 12 yards out? He can get saved. Nick, well, like I said, I was giving him like all this harsh like wording one night before the game, or before the penalties. Bobby now, give us maybe advantage. Come on, Bobby, can you? Yes, you can give us the advantage. Okay, pressure now is on Wolves. They have to score this one, I believe. And it is Connor Cody, ex-Liverpool player and Wolves captain, to keep them in this shootout. Here he goes, and well, yeah, that was emphatic. Now we got a chance to actually win it. Who is it going to be stepping up for us if we score this one? It is Trent. So, can Trent do this? He came on for the injured Reece James. Can the Scouser put us into the final? He can! There we go! We're into the final, and yeah, it should have been a lot easier than what that ended up being, but I think the game just likes a little bit of drama, but we've done it, and fair play to Nick Pope. I'm sorry, Nick, I gave you a little bit of a hard time going into that one, but you managed to get a couple of saves there, and yeah, you deserve the credit. But we are going to, well, we're coming back to Wembley, I should say, for the FA Cup final. And as you can see, it is going to be, yes, it's a replay of the League Cup final, because it's Manchester United yet again. That is who we're going to play, and they beat Watford 2-0 in their semi-final. So, wow, okay, they're going to definitely want revenge, that's for sure. But it's going to be just added a little bit of extra spice going into the FA Cup final. But that is like obviously at the end of the season. We've still got, you know, plenty of games left in this season. We're through to face Real Madrid in the semi-finals of the Champions League, and as you can see here, we will be facing Manchester United in the FA Cup final. But got some league games to obviously get through beforehand, and let's have a quick look at what we've got left. Up next is Tottenham, Southampton. Let me have a look at this. How are we gonna we'll probably, I'm actually gonna maybe skip it on and actually do the second leg rather than the first leg of the Champions League, and we'll do Bournemouth and Real Madrid in the next episode. That is what I'm thinking. We'll see how that one like sort of like, you know, pans out. But that is, we'll look at the end here, like Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester United. But it's interesting to see that we've got Arsenal as the final game of the season. Who knows? That could be a Premier League decider, but depending on like other results here, we could maybe lose to Tottenham, we could lose to any of these teams, to be honest. You just never know what's going to happen. But there is a 6-point gap, but that could like, you know, massively change like, you know, with the remaining games in the season. But hopefully you guys will tune in and see how that goes. Yeah, right, there we are. Well, what an episode. Yeah, nail biting, you know, in certain sort of like incidents, but yeah, convincing win in Paris. But then, like, you know, like I say, a little bit of nail biting situations, a little bit of nerves against Wolves, but we managed to get through in the end. And thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, you take care out there, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is Dave from Mumongu Gaming signing off. Cheers.